Welcome, we are back and we're talking about miners in the Queen Walk. Now this is a process video, you're going to learn a lot. Also shout out to Greg Faust, yes, he is a YouTuber as well, so I'll have his link in the description. Give him a go. He does Spartans legacy stuff and recaps and things like that. So anyways, the first attack here, this again, we were in the no dip league. There was no scout on this. He was the scout. So of course he had the game plan, and there's a couple tweaks what we're going to find out what made the difference. The first one was this queen here. Instead of using the ability, because he didn't realize he needed it, he didn't put the rage down, so he had to use the ability to save the queen. So that's going to be one tweak. We'll get to it, but he's just going to meet up with the kill squad here and doing a bowler push. Now their goal is to get to inside the core compartment, take down some of the intersection, the king, the queen, the infernos, and with the queen ability probably get that expo, but because he had to use the queen ability early, just not quite there. A couple other things as well to note with these miners, it's all about pathing. You really got to direct your miners to path properly, and he tried to do that up here, but the little tweaks, the miners just kind of got a little sidetracked here. He tried to save it, he realized what was happening, the minion, he tried to get in there, but just not quite enough. So again, because of the kill squad didn't get the job done, the queen ability, and those little things just wasn't enough for the miners. You see how the miners just kind of circled around the inferno. They kind of went outside. They're just taking extra damage. The reason why I say funnel the miners, if you have them go around the perimeter guys too much, they're going to take extra hit that they should not be taking, and if they take too much damage, of course they're going to die. So we'll speed this one up. And that was the fresh hit, and it was actually a good scout in a sense. It was a good plan. I really liked it. So a couple tweaks. Sometimes you're the first person to hit a base, and that's okay, you know. I mean, it doesn't mean your hit is worthless. Not at all. His hit was used valuably, so it's a teamwork. You know, whoever cleans it up, they might get the glory, but the person who's putting the hard work in at the beginning, they're just as important. So a couple tweaks here that he's gonna do, and you notice the same entry point, guys. Same entry point. All things are the same here, and the tweaks I'm talking about are really going to make a big difference. The very first one is saving the queen ability, and we know he's going to be able to do so because he just knows what the queen can take. Of course, when you watch a replay, you know when to drop the rage, you know all those little things add up. So here comes the rage. And you notice the golem was a little bit slower. He waited just a little bit on the golem. Those little things make a difference. And here comes the wall breakers. Going to break in, the clan castle comes to the queen this time because he was patient on the golem and kind of the kill squad. That was huge. Was able to use and save the queen ability for the CC. Had to use it eventually, but it doesn't matter. King with the bowlers behind are going to be able to take out all this good stuff here in the middle, and crucially going to take out the queen. Now here's a big thing right here. Pause. Look at that. I don't need to pause it. Actually, I'm going to pause it. What is this baby dragon doing? Remember last time the miners circled around over there? Well, this baby dragon's going to push him in. What's the baby dragon doing up there? The same sort of deal, helping the miners out and helping things push in and clear some structures. Here comes the miners. Look, they have nowhere but to path into the wizard tower, and from the wizard tower, look, they're going to go to the expo. They're not going to circle around like last time. So that little tweak made all the difference in the world, my friends. And those things, you know, sometimes you got to have a scout for. You don't know that, but that's, you know, again, you should watch my video, the 20 replay videos. Watch replays a bunch of times, and you'll start to see those patterns. You'll start to click. But look, why was the baby dragon at 12 being used? Well, imagine, guys. Say the miners, okay, the miners are coming in here, they're taking lots of hit. Now, instead of pushing down to the south as they did, these miners would have gone to 12 o'clock, then they would have gone to over here. Maybe you would have had a couple shift off to the cannon, but it wouldn't have been enough. It would not have been enough to get the job done. They would have been stuck on the storages taking damage, and they still went to the storages. Look, they still went to the storages, but at least they went, you know, to the cannon first, so they weren't taking too much damage there. But again, miner pathing is very sporadic. You really don't know where miners are going to go. So it does help to have a scout on a miners if you can. They just do really well. So, you know, knowing how to funnel. You don't have to use baby dragons. You can use wizards, minions. You can use boulder bounces, depending on the base, of course. So just kind of scour the area, figure out where you want your miners to path, and then plan accordingly. Hit it, smack it, show us how it's done. That is a nice attack from Leroy. Yes, Leroy himself, the man with a plan, and I'm going to show you another beautiful attack. Now here is another queen walk into miners. Now I saw this too. I assume he's probably going to more than likely queen walk, yep, over here. Of course you're going to queen walk on this side. Look at the value here, guys. Queen walk's going to get huge value on this side. Of course the pathing, the minion there is to help the queen path, to make sure she doesn't come back and go to the army camp. You definitely don't want her coming back, but where he placed her, again, if you're not really sure what to do with that as far as queen placement, you just got to keep practicing. But look what I said, using archers, using a boulder bounce up here to take down those two buildings. So all that is used for the miners. It's helping the miners not go in La La Land and die out in La La Land. They're staying in the core. They're staying where they need to be. Miners are doing their thing. So again, just keep that in mind. He's got a number of rages for the queen because she's going to go, you know, there's going to be tons of stuff over here. There's probably going to be maybe a black, ooh, okay, no black bombs, thankfully, just a couple red ones, but the queen's getting some good value. And here comes some loons. Okay, very nicely done, helping the queen out. Now that is solid stuff. You two, oh my goodness, that was beautiful. 2 expos and an archer tower. Why? She takes down the CC. She can't handle it. So he was like, you know what? I'm going to bring in some loons to help out the queen. Very nice. Man, that was beautiful, guys. Take step. Mud TKE, that was brilliant, man. That was great thinking. You know, I wouldn't even have spotted that. Man, I love it. I'm learning stuff all the time. You know I'm always pushing myself to learn. I've learned something there to help the queen out when she encounters those defenses. You can bring some loons in, maybe some hogs if it works, or depending on the base. So keep that in mind, my friends. Look, 1 minute 14 seconds and still have not dropped the miners. Now, I am actually a little... That is very surprising. I would have thought you need to put the miners down a little bit quicker than that. I kind of like to go for the like the 120 to 130 mark as like like that is like you need to get it down. Anyway, so very interesting. He's putting it down to the wire. Or maybe he started. Maybe I missed the time. Did I miss the time up? I don't even know, but it doesn't matter. I might have missed the time up, but he's gonna just wreck this side over here. There's not much over here. There's a couple Teslas, some Expo, and some cannons, but no really splash damage, which really hurts the miners. So just as individual cannons, those miners can withstand it. And only 18, right? 18, or was there CC miners as well? I can't remember, guys. Well, it might have to. Anyways, it doesn't matter. This attack showed us how it's done. Again, that's why you funnel the outside, guys. These miners would have been just circling around taking some extra damage, but what a beautiful attack from Mud. Everything from the loons taking down Infernos to taking down the Expo to the king, of course, helping out the queen as well. That is how you 3-star, and he smacked it. Man, these Spartans legacies, I've been learning a lot. Whew. I love meeting new people who know how to play, who are good at the game. Not that other clans aren't. But I love meeting new people, and just, you know, there is some serious clashers here in Spartans Legacy. So if you're a top player, you know, maybe apply. I don't know, but anyways, we got to give them props because we are smashing them to smithereens and showing them how it's done. Wow, how many Town Hall? Let's just look at the Town Hall 10 3-stars. We got 1, we have 2, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and wait. No, 7 Town Hall 10 3-stars madness, and two Town Hall 11 3-stars. Wow! Check out those videos. I'll have those, the Town Hall 11s coming too, and I'm going to try to get some Town Hall 9 action as well. So be on the lookout for that. And thanks again for watching. Truly appreciate it. And yeah, come back for more. Hopefully you learned something today, and hopefully you just had a good time. And yeah, see you next time. Halo out.